Thank you.
All right, going live.
I'm stuffing my face.
Well, we're getting there. We are getting there. Here we go.
Darn you anyway.
Uh-oh. I've been darned to me. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, well, I could have said another word, Brenda. I knew we were live, so I watched my mouth.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, some down for no music?
What's going on?
Brenda, I'm sorry I missed your live this morning.
What does thumb sound for?
Carrie said no music, but she didn't give it to us. I knew Carrie didn't give it to us.
Oh. Really? No music? I wonder why that was.
I don't know. We just got home like 10 minutes ago. So we have scarfed down some KFC. Yeah, keto friendly. Mine's still sitting here. Kaylee's sitting on my bed eating hers. I think Celia's in the kitchen getting more.
So anyway.
And it's windier than all get out here.
Yeah, we're running behind because we're getting ready to get on the road again.
Yeah, we may have a guest co-host tonight.
We're leaving in the morning for Kentucky, and going to the meetup this weekend. The Harvest Celebration in Frankfort, Kentucky.
Carrie said before we came on it was silent, but there was a video.
Oh. Okay.
Good afternoon, early evening, everybody. Depends where you are. Karen D, hello. Mama Tri, Carrie, Geeky Gardens, Little Place on the Hill, Aquatic Nests. I haven't gone through the whole list.
I'm just looking here to see how the volumes are. Looks pretty good. So how's everybody
Brenda
doing?
says, hey, girls.
Hello.
Suya's over here on the side shoving mashed potatoes and gravy in her mouth.
Yes, I am.
It's windy as all get out here, too, Penniless.
Very windy. Very, very windy.
Just crossing our fingers it's not like this tomorrow morning.
We're almost out of extra crispy chicken.
Okay, let me
Better not.
let me quickly go over the rules here. The wheel names are determined by you folks out there in the chat. So, if you don't put your name on the form, it's not going to get on the wheel. If you type wheel or link, either one of those two words in the chat, no quotation marks or anything, just type in link or type in wheel. Smudge will be more than happy to give you a link to a forum where you get to place your channel name. Please type it exactly the way your channel name is. So,
Done.
if your name has already been chosen,
I think there's some
Today.
cider in the fridge.
which at this point nobody's has, but we're saying this in case when we spin the wheel down the road here, if it lands on your name a second time, we're not going to bring your channel back up for a second time. The change that we've made is if you have left, if you are no longer with us in the chat,
Oh. No longer with us?
it wasn't a dead end question. It was just
But I'm
bum. But if you have left, if you had to go do other things, and we understand that because we're on for a amount of time here on Thursday nights.
Yeah, aren't we lucky?
But we don't, you don't have to say that you are leaving. I mean, that's always appreciated if you say, hey, we got to go, and that way we know. But if we haven't seen you be active in the chat for a while and we land on a name and it doesn't come up in the participants and we kind of holler and say, are you here? And if you are not here, we are just going to go ahead and spin again. We do this to benefit, or at least as we're hoping, to help benefit you folks as far as your channel presentation, as far as different de facto standards that people would expect to find, or at least was what the experts, we pass along the experts. We are not the experts, but we pass along expert opinions.
On my phone, this is hard to read. Values of background and lettering are too much alike.
Oh, really? Okay. And I have to admit, I do not check it on a phone. But and I can certainly understand that with the little overlay there as far as typing wheel or link in the chat. Does anybody else have that problem on a computer? Because on every monitor I look at here, I have no problems at all distinguishing the blue text as far as the quote-unquote rules. If we do, I will change them. No problem. All right. So having said all that, we'll come back to. Oh, look, there's a cat head there.
Yeah.
Ask Papa which one you should connect to. Yeah, Carrie said on the phone it's hard to read.
Hello.
But Naked Gardener can see it. Okay, Sydney can see it. I'm sorry, Joseph. I'm not quite sure I can make sense of your sentence.
Which one?
See.
Me? I'm talking.
Well, it's not really a game, Lily. You put your name on the wheel, and then Daryl spins this wheel, and if it lands on your name, your channel name, Daryl will bring your channel up and sort of critique.
Little mini review.
Little mini review of your channel.
We kind of look over your channel and try to make a determination as to, I'm going to say some best practices. Perhaps your banner's off. Perhaps it wouldn't show up right on all devices. Listen to me talking about that when apparently I have a color issue here with some people's phones. But it should all be showing in your phone.
I think I do have a webcam. Yes, I do.
We also look at your thumbnails. We look at what you have in your About page. We look at your links.
And what's that for?
My cosplay.
Was that today?
I've had this.
I
just got it out today.
Here you go. All right.
Here, I'll show you the photos.
So having said all that, we have a few people. What we got in here?
I just got them nowhere.
We have nowhere near everybody that's in the chat has put their name on the wheel.
Watch it.
I hear you, Carrie.
Matter of fact, only about a third of you.
Windmill, it's it's usually at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. Well, today we went to pick up the granddaughter, so we made it 5:30.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, phones aren't YouTube friendly.
And I guess I need for you to talk to us a little bit because we had a power outage, and so it reset a couple things on my computer here that I need to come in here and fix. So
So he wants me to talk a little bit.
Yes.
What should we talk about? Celia, what should we talk about? You want to sit here and talk to them?
About what?
I don't know.
I don't think they like my stuff.
But they don't even know you.
Exactly.
Well,
that's
then.
for the better of the humanity.
Celia's 14.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's better for humanity.
Uh-huh.
I even have the face paint already.
Oh, jeez.
And the wig and, the
And
stuff
and
is-
she's into this anime, this Japanese anime stuff.
and cosplay.
Cosplay. If any of you have teenagers, you may know what she's into.
I'm one of my only in the school.
Hello from
It's not that
Pittsburgh. You're like 3 hours from us.
Hello.
Oh, no one said we have ducks in our row. Well, of course we're handing out candy, Sydney. Here. Would you like... Well, he took me off the camera. I have a big milk chocolate thing or a smaller disc. I'm being stared at by my granddaughter. What Sydney wants to know what what cosplay is.
It's like. How do you explain?
Well, you're the one who said it. I don't know what it's like.
Like
Volume on me is better.
I like to. For what I do is like I have like characters from my anime shows I watch, and like I'll dress up and get their outfits and their wigs to look like them, and I'll go around acting like them, and like there's like expos for it.
No, we're not on camera because Daryl's trying to get the wheel complete. You know, funny you should ask that, Sydney, because in the mail today, my daughter sent me Whitman's candy apple caramel chews. Funny you should say that. Carrie, you want the chocolate? It's the one from Israel. Now I have 2 humongous bags of candy out in the camper. Yes, hold the walnuts. That's exactly what she's doing. When we went to Hannibal last year, and we drove all night long. Well, almost all night long. 2:00 in the morning. Celia's in the back seat. She's on her phone, laughing.
I was watching an anime video.
Yeah, she was watching an anime video,
it was like a
laughing
fanfic.
hysterically. 2 a.m. Oh, Reese Pieces, I'll give you the Snickers. Those are my favorite.
It even came with a hair tie. It's pretty.
Actually, Paydays are my favorite. There's Celia and Smarties.
Those sugar daddies.
Oh yeah, well, sugar daddies and sugar babies.
Oh,
No, yeah,
the
that's
other way.
right, the other way.
Hi.
I'm already dressing up. Hold the walnuts. You can ask Celia what she's dressing up as. Last year she wanted headbands with cat ears.
I'm wearing some.
So every time I went into is it like Comic-Con? I don't even know what that is. See?
Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Oh yeah. Love Paydays. Well, now I have the Atkins version of Payday. So I'm happy with that.
You think they're ready to spin the wheel?
I think they're ready to spin the wheel.
Okay,
I think
They
I
don't
think
say
I've
anymore?
yeah, I've chatted enough.
you've chatted enough. Well,
I bored them.
we'll go
Well,
ahead.
Homestead, isn't that what we're supposed to do? I hear you making lemonade from lemons. There's not storming, but it's windy as all get out. So
Let's go ahead and spin the wheel here once. We'll get the channel up. I'll explain a little more as we're working
That's
on the
Brenda.
first channel. So
minute, Vanna White. Oh, I like that.
All right. Lilly Homestead. Lilly Homestead.
I need to take my cat ears off. Here, Nana. Oh, he took the kit.
It'll be back in a minute, dear.
Okay, Lilly Homestead. Let's see if we can find your channel.
See, I'm there, here down in the corner. It's falling off.
We are into the YouTube site, not signed in. So YouTube doesn't have any idea who I am or who. So, in other words, there's absolutely no influence on the site.
Today was costume day, so I wore my Lakota jacket because I didn't want to wear my wig.
Lilly Homestead. Looks like 105 subscribers. They got 14 videos.
No problem, 307.
Let me grab the YouTube ID.
Oh, the first thing I see when you brought that up was Cooking with Griswolda. That's that silly commercial.
And let's just kind of get an overview of their channel here. They have kind of a foliage banner, it looks like here. No text. And it looks like the default front page. So let's go to the About page and let's see what this channel is all about. Description reads as follows. We invite you to come along with us on our homestead journey. We have owned the 8-acre property for 6 years. Thankfully, there was a trailer on the property for our adult children to live in, making it possible for us to have a small garden, some livestock, and work on projects out there. Our goal is to be living there soon, but we have a lot of work to do before we can move. We hope to bring you a new video every week, sharing and learning with you as we go. You can also find us on Facebook, where we post more often through the week. And then you have typed in a Facebook link. Unfortunately, when it's in the description area like that, it is not a link. It's just typed letters, and if somebody chooses to use that, they're going to have to copy and paste it. Which a lot of people are just, how do you say this? They're just too darn lazy.
Well, a lot of the newbies don't know this. I mean, starting out, you don't know to do that.
So,
You didn't.
So anyway, that's the problem with putting a link in like this. The address can be perfectly fine, but in order to get there, you need to highlight it, copy it, or use GoTo, which is another way. And boom, it takes you right into their Facebook page. As you can see, I'm not logged into Facebook. I'm not logged into YouTube, and we do that for a reason. We want to see your page as somebody brand new to your page. Let's talk about the description here for just a minute. There's absolutely nothing wrong with what you've written here from what I can see, except for this link. I would not put this link here, and we'll get to that here in a moment. So just pretend that doesn't exist. Here's what I see missing from your description. Number one is, where are you? You say you got 8 acres.
Can you watch it?
And you've had the property for 6 years. And you do indicate there was a trailer on the property, so there's probably some improvements. It is not off-grid or something like that.
She said her husband took it over. Yeah, I see he has quite a few the cars in that. Go ahead, Daryl.
Okay. So I would suggest something you might want to consider in anything we talk about here. They're merely suggestions. To lay a new set of eyes on this, and to be frank with you, not to upset anybody, but what would perhaps make your page a little more desirable for people to come and visit. So I would look for more information from here. Besides what planet you're living on, maybe what state you're living in, or maybe even what county or what area of the state, or something like that. So in other words, you can put down, we have owned, or 6 years ago we bought 8 acres in Timbuktu, New York, wherever it is. And I think you kind of see where I'm going with this. You're looking for a little bit more information. You can also put down in here that we're going to be bringing you videos of our changing of the farm, what we're doing on the farm, or what would I expect to see on this channel. As far as the formatting of the description, it's been studied, and it's been found that generally speaking, the paragraph should be no more than 3 lines in length, whether that be a single sentence or 25 sentences. Should be no more than 3 lines in length, and then a clear space, and then perhaps another one in the clear space, and another one in the clear space, and another one. In other words, more white space in there. Stretch it out, make it very easy for the eyes to follow and the eyes to see. The other thing I see that's missing here is your email. If you have a YouTube channel, you have to have email. And this is the place where you put that email link. How can somebody get a hold of you? They see your channel here, and they either have a question about maybe something you've done, or they want to get a hold of you and say, hey, we have a similar situation. Would you like to get together on a collaboration? Another channel. It used to be a messaging system on YouTube.
Right. They took that away.
And they no longer have that.
Yeah.
So an email is almost mandatory. Below the email is a link section. This is where this Facebook should be linked. And within the link section, you have the ability to have up to 5 links
You've met Brendan before.
automatically put into the banner. So for your YouTube art. So that's what we're seeing here on the About page. It just needs a little more, just a little bit more detail, a little cleaning up, a little bit of sweeping around the edges of the rug and pushing the dust bunnies out the door. See if you have any playlists, and you do. And let's just go look at this truck bed trailer playlist first. Okay, what I'm not seeing here is I'm not seeing a description on this playlist. And a lot of people just play miss that. They just don't see where you put that description in. But it is there, and it goes right in this area where the mouse is scrolling back and forth. Just in case that was an oddity, let's go to this playlist. Nope, no description. So, I would go back in, I would put descriptions in the playlist that you have created. Since you've created 3, I'm going to look at all 3 of them here. And now let's talk about something else. We are in the create a playlist area.
So are you connected to ours?
Yeah.
This first playlist that you've created here, this Jonathan W., I go in and look here, and this is not your video. It says vehicle recovery in a pond, but and I can see what they're doing. There's a cable going in, and they're tying into a car with some sort of a extraction device, some sort of wrecker or something. So I understand what that's all about, and that's all fine and good. But the fact of the matter is, this is not your video, and unless you're Jonathan W2, I don't know. But my question to you is, why would you be advertising Jonathan W's video on your page? And that's exactly what you've done here. Unless Jonathan W is paying you to do that, I would prefer, if it were mine, I would just make it private. If I want this as an area for me to keep track of videos to go watch later or to reference back to, just make it a private playlist. That way you see it, nobody else does. Now, we also have this liked videos. This is a default playlist that YouTube gives you. And it's been stated that YouTube does this for a reason. You know, everybody encourages you, and we'll do the same thing. Hey, go in there and smash that like button. Give us a thumbs up. Well, if you don't like the video, give us a thumbs down, but smash that like button. When you do that, when you give somebody a thumbs up, there's a link to that video, whatever video it is, that just goes into this playlist called Liked Videos. Now, I just kind of want you to note something here. This channel, we'll go back to the About page. You actually started watching, or the channel was created through email or whatever, back on February 8th, 2016. Now, if I look through these playlists, this is yours. It's got 2 videos in it. This one is yours. I didn't look real close, but it has 2 videos in. This one is not your videos. It has 1 in. Look at your liked videos. 5,000.
Wow.
5,000 videos. So if I open that up, I have 5,000 choices to leave your page.
Yeah, what he's getting at, if someone clicks on your playlist for liked videos, and then they click on one of those choices, it takes them out of your channel into someone else's channel. And you don't want them to do that.
See, if I go to Life on Beagle Road, we'll let the ad play through here. Okay. So this is a video that you have on your liked video. But if you notice, all of a sudden here now, I'm on Life on Beagle Road's channel because it's their video. Am I going to get back to Lilly Homestead? Maybe or maybe not. Maybe or maybe not. So this is one we feel, and most everybody feels, your liked videos should be private. Just go in and make the setting private. I'm gonna go a step further here on this. Again, just to help folks out that are in here tonight. If you have a question on how to do something, the best thing to do is to ask Google. Make liked videos private. That's all you have to type in. To hide liked videos from the public, go to YouTube, click on your user icon on the top right of the window, click on the cog icon, your YouTube settings, click privacy and place a tick next to keep all my liked videos and liked playlist private. So it's real easy, and there's just tons of advice in here. So if you go into this and you get a little confused, or you can't find it, or you'd like more help, email me. Email us at twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. I'll be more than happy to take some time with you and go in and help you get those settings changed. Now let's go to your videos. All right, not a ton of content here yet, but let's just see what we have here. Keep in mind, I went to your About page, and your About page didn't tell me what to expect to see on your channel. I look at your channel name, it says Lilly Homestead. And to me, that lends a little bit to the assumption you're going to talk to some about homesteading, gardening, on-grid, off-grid, prepping, something along that line. I don't know. Didn't really tell me. It did tell me you had some property somewhere. We don't know where. No idea if you're in sunny Florida or chilly Maine. So anyway, I'm looking at these videos here, and I'm seeing automotive type stuff, which is fine. I guess I'm a little surprised to see those.
Well,
but I do
those
see.
are also a year old, so.
That's 2 weeks ago.
Well, and they could be rebranding.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks to me like your homestead videos were from a year ago. So it could be you're in this flux state, which is fine.
Well, she said her husband took it over.
Okay. So she had her homesteading channel here a year ago, and then her husband took it over, and he's going to an automotive repair. Is that fair? We're making an assumption here. But looking at the thumbnails, and the thumbnails again are the most important thing you can do with your videos. That's what people, your eye has to be drawn to that to click on it to view it. And just keep that in mind when you're looking at these. The home page, this is all default. You don't have a lot of content yet, so just leave this alone. Once you start getting more videos, more content, and we will discuss this further on some of the other channels we'll bring up here where they have more content. We'll show you different ways you can reorganize this page. So if you've got any questions, Lilly Homestead, please put them in the chat. In the interim, let's go ahead and
Or the cleaning business for teenagers. Wouldn't you think teens at work sounds good?
let's go ahead and get another channel up here.
What are you trying to do?
Where a teens cleaning service and home helping. Wouldn't you think teens at work is a good name title?
Okay, the wheel is stopping at
What job type?
Funky Feathers Homestead. Funky Feathers.
Oh, probably out in Hampton. You can't get under there now. Okay.
Okay, Funky Feathers Homestead. 112 subscribers. I got 25 videos.
Really different.
I like the
that's
name.
Truth.
Funky Feathers. Nice looking banner. Are you surprised to see chickens on a Funky Feather
No.
name? Just wondered. So you picture the funky feathers will definitely show up on all devices. Nicely done. Let's go ahead and jump right back to the About page. And the description reads as follows. Andrew and Sabrina are big dreamers. After watching many hours of other great Homestead YouTubers, Funky Feathers was born on March 2019. Sabrina and Andrew took the plunge and bought a flock of baby chicks. Things didn't quite work out on our rented property in the DC suburbs, so we took a big leap and moved our family and flock of 22 chickens from Northern Virginia to a family property in southeastern North Carolina. We are working on bringing this property back to life and making it a thriving homestead. We upload videos every Wednesday and Saturday, so make sure you subscribe and join us on our journey to grow big dreams. Andrew, Sabrina, Farmer Lou, and Grandma Sue. Very nice. Nicely done. If you remember, I mentioned...
Change the counter.
Oh, yes. Got to change the counter. Mm-hmm. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Nathan's not in here to tell you.
Where'd he go?
He hasn't made it in yet. Yes.
I feel loved.
Yeah, Kelly only got the small one.
It's rare. It's ripped. I get two. I should complain about ripping things more often.
All right, got that caught up. Remember what I said about in the About page about only having 3 lines and then some white space. That's the big thing I see here. Andrew and Sabrina are big dreamers. After watching many hours, Funky Feather was born on March 2019. Stop, clear space, pick it up again with Sabrina and Andrew took the plunge and bought a flock of chicks. And then stop again at like North Carolina here. And then make a third paragraph. It's the only recommendations I have for this as far as formatting. Email addresses in the proper location. You have links to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and an Amazon affiliate link. And those links are tagged and attached right up here in your channel art. Do you have any playlists? You do have a couple. Special events and Homestead vlog. Now, question of the day. Do you have? No. I was getting all excited.
Description?
No description. No description. Let's try this one. No description. So I would certainly go back in and I would add descriptions. Descriptions within your playlist are the equivalent of putting a description with your video. You can get by without, but why? All right, let's look at your videos. I like your thumbnails. You've got good expression. You've got, for the most part, you have close-up facial expressions. You have bright colors, sharp pictures. With a couple of these, and I can't speak. I screwed up totally on redoing the rules page as you saw earlier tonight. I was in a hurry getting that done today, and it was my fault. I messed up, just like this one here. I messed up. But some of your thumbnails here, the text on them is a little difficult to read. It fades into the background or is not large enough. So, but for the most part, I'm going to say they're very, very nice thumbnails.
Nathan's here.
Hey, how you doing, Nathan? All right, on your front page, you don't have a lot of content yet. What do you got? 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 24. You got 25 videos. It's time you could maybe start. You got 2 playlists.
My shirt's white.
And this
You can
one
jump on it.
has 23 videos in it. So here's what I would do to, as far as a first step here. On your home page, number 1, you can create a trailer video. And that's not the type of trailer you pull behind your 4-wheel drive pickup truck or your ATV or anything else. Trailer video is a very short video, talks about your channel. It's an introduction to your channel and what people could expect to find when they come to your channel. It's generally 1 to 3 minutes in length, and it will pop up right here very prominently for anybody coming to your page that's not subscribed to your page. So when viewed as a non-subscriber, which is how I'm viewing the page here because this browser is not signed into YouTube, it should pop up and give somebody a very quick 1 to 3 minute intro to your channel. So that's the first thing you need to do. Second thing, I would create another container on this homepage, and I would put this playlist, Homestead Vlog playlist, I would put that on that front page. I mean, it will stay here. It will remain here. But back on this homepage, and I would put it above the uploads. If you want it in a horizontal format, that's fine. Or if you want it in a vertical format, that's fine too. So I would go back in on your playlist. I would add a description. I would create a little trailer video, and I would modify your front page a little bit. Just kind of pay attention to your thumbnails, and very nice. Any questions of us? If not, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead here. But if you have a question, we will stop. But let's give the wheel another spin. Looky there, the Homestead. The Homestead. I've heard of that channel. Well, of course, it helps if I type correctly. Okay, the Homestead. The reason I know this channel is they were a guest of ours on our Monday Night Lives. They got 136 videos, approaching 6,600 subscribers. And
Do you mark the trailer video specifically? Is being asked.
do you mark it specific? Okay, when you upload a video, YouTube's going to throw them all in your uploads in your playlist. But take that video, and there is a location for you to put that when you are setting up your page, your channel. And that's where you would link that video to. That way, anytime a non-subscriber comes to your site, comes to your page, that video will be the first thing they see on your homepage underneath your banner.
Funky Feathers is asking, they're on their phone, so they can't, you know how it is typing on a phone.
Yes.
How do they get playlist on their homepage?
Okay. When you go into we're going to get to Homestead here in just a moment. All right, let's see here. Okay, let me bring a different window up over here. Okay, this is our homepage. And where you see the Live Now button, that is where that trailer would be if we were looking at this with, in other words, somebody coming to our page that is not a subscriber. To go in and modify your page, you want to come in here and you want to click on Customize Channel. When you are signed into YouTube and you go to your home page, you'll be presented with Customize Channel in YouTube Studio Beta. I have a couple of other things over here. I have some vidIQ things. I've got some Social Blade stats. I also have TubeBuddy up here at the top. These are all different features that we utilize, and we certainly do recommend TubeBuddy, and we recommend vidIQ to download and use for yourself. There are free versions of these, and if you want to go buy, that's fine. But at least wise, look at the free versions. The free doesn't cost you anything, and they wouldn't have been in business for as long as they have if they weren't good products. So you can see I have some of this extra stuff here. But you'd come in here and you click on Customize Channel. And when you do that, you're then presented with your entire page here as you see it. I can come in here and I can go into the About page. And here's where I change or edit the description. If I want to change this, I just click on this little pencil right here in the upper right hand corner of this container. This is where you put in the email. These are all the links that we have. And I can go back, and when I go into playlists, I'm not going to stay here long. Because if you notice, we have a liked video here, but it's hidden. You can't see it unless I'm showing it to you right here like this. If I go into my videos tab, you see everything here. But if I go back to my home page, if you would, this is where I can come in and I can alter the home page. So what I have as the first container here is I have Monday Night Live with Guests, which is a playlist. And here's where I can come in and edit it. I can move it up and down. I then have Tuesday Tech here, and we have cooking, create a playlist. Almost there's of America 2017 conference. Maybe we should update that a little bit. Homestyle dinner collaboration, popular videos. This one probably shouldn't even be here, but I guess I'll be the first one to admit, you know, if you are the shoemaker, your shoes are the worst. This is our trailer video, a little about us. And so that's what we have for a trailer. But that just falls into the entire list of videos. Anyway, this is where you go in and you make all your changes. And then go back and save it. So this is where I'm at the just the regular YouTube. If you're signed into YouTube, go into your channel and go into customize channel. That's where you make all these changes. And I hope that answers your question. All right. All right, we are back to the Homestead. So let's see what she has here. I'm looking at the banner. And I know what this is. I think you can maybe see the mouse. Well, wait a minute. No, I can't see the rings going around it. But I think you can maybe see it. I know that's a beehive. But a lot of people don't know that. They have absolutely no idea what that is. So I guess it would be my thought that she might want to have a different picture for her banner, or perhaps formatted a little differently. A lot of people will put text in. It certainly is a necessity, but it's like a billboard along the highway. If there's no text in it, it's just blank. But you know, you also see those billboards where they say, if you had placed your ad here, 55 million people would have seen it. So, same thing applies here. Whatever, if you might as well use this space to advertise your channel. Let's go look at the About page. And the description reads as follows. In today's world, the ability to stop and look at the beauty around you is often forgotten. Look around, live simple, and take the back roads. Our homesteading journey began with a saying, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and learn something old. Homesteading is an art of survival, and without practice, it will fade away with our future generations. With a tiny little box of 6 chicks and 2 ducklings, our homesteading life became a reality. From that moment, the desire to learn, raise, and grow has taken on a life of its own. We moved to a 40-acre, underdeveloped farm and made it our homestead. From bees to bacon and all that's in between. We raise... I'm going to say maybe there's... I'm not an English major, but I think there's a little grammatical thing here. We raise a variety of quality meats, honey, produce, eggs, and more. Amongst our farm, we raise Magdalena, if I'm saying it correctly, pigs. This breed is known around the world as the Kobe beef of pork, and it's not your typical white meat. Couple quick things I would mention here. I'd break this up into 2 separate paragraphs, and I would double check if this word in here is correct. Did I change the counter? I didn't change the counter. Let me change the counter here too. Okay, and I'm sure that probably everybody here knows this, but we will go ahead and mention it. If you notice on the bottom counter, it shows the number 6,560. That is probably not an accurate number for the Homestead. It is probably 6,563, 67, 62. But YouTube no longer shows the exact number. And because of the range she's in, it's multiples of 10. But we still put it up there. All right. I think we've talked all about the About page. We've made a couple little comments here on the back. Split that up into a couple. And something else that you could put in here is you could put in a little bit about location, where type, area of the country you're in. Are you in the desert or the swamps of Florida, or so location is another thing. Playlists. Okay, I'm a little surprised here. We're gonna go through these. We're just gonna first see, is there descriptions? No description. Okay, and we're going to talk about a couple of these playlists. So this is a playlist of hers. It's all her videos, but there's no description. So I would go in, I would add a description. I'd add a description on all these, except for, well, we already talked about liked videos.
Yeah, she just said she has to hide her liked videos now.
Has to hide that. Make that private. Okay. These other playlists, let's glance at this one. Okay. No description. I believe that like videos is going to go away. It's not going to go away, but it's going to be hidden. All the rest of these, I think, can remain to be seen. This last playlist on the lower right-hand side here, this new skill for a new year collaboration. To me, that's a key word. This is an exception to the rule, if you can call it a rule. This is where absolutely you can have other people's videos in this playlist, because you are working with other channels on a collaboration. So let's go in here and look at this.
Yeah, 4 hours. Tell me about it. Mm-hmm.
Let me do it this way. I want to just view the playlist. I don't want to go in and play it.
Because he's nuts.
Okay. Here's my recommendation, what I think should be seen. You can take it however you want it. You have this playlist titled New Skill for a New Year Collaboration, which is fine. There's a description area. That description area, you could put in, what is this all about? You can describe what this collaboration is. In other words, just to give more information.
I think it's not. Yeah,
when you look at the videos in the playlist,
see how much it's charged.
I see yours. I see Gold Saw Farm. I see City Stead. The More You Grow, Mama Grows, Clueless Homesteader. All of these great channels. And that's what this playlist is for. It's a collaboration of all these channels
Look how they
working together for a single subject. But what was the basis of the collaboration? That goes into the description here. So that's why the description is very important. Okay. So I think we've talked about everything else. You're going to go back in.
Yeah,
You're
what if
going to
we can't
hide
do that?
that. You're
Can't
going
we
to
do
put
this
descriptions
one?
in the rest of these.
This one.
Let's take a peek at your videos.
No. Baker Creek sent us that.
And I'm just going to scroll down so I get a page full of thumbnails here.
What did he say?
I told him my granddaughters were going to steal the hat. He said, I called it.
Okay. Looking at
See,
your
you have to model it
thumbnails,
now. You have to model it for them now.
I like some better than others, and that'll be the case always. But here's the ones that stand out to me. Top row, far right, with the smile, the offset portrait here, flowers in
Here's
here.
the camera.
That's it's a nice picture.
You're crazy.
Second row, second one in. Got a good picture. The first one to me is not as good because of the shadowing. The picture just isn't as good.
See,
The third one over, being in the bee suit. Well, I'm guessing on a phone, you might think they're on a spacewalk.
her bee suit. That's what they were when
The,
they take care of the bees so they don't get stung.
The Homestead of America conference one, this one here. The problem is that you're too little. You can see the Homestead of America's symbol here. I can also say that this looks like this was done with a phone, which may or may not be the case. I haven't gone in and looked, but we're going to. We're going to go look.
Stay.
So this was all done absolutely correctly.
You're over too far. See, they can't see you.
And if your intent here
There we go.
was to make a thumbnail that mimicked a six
The little picture at the bottom that shows what the video is. Those are thumbnails.
that mimicked a portrait mode of a phone,
Pictures at the bottom
then that's
of
fine.
everything, with those little pictures.
Or
stars, those
is
are
this just the way
thumbnails.
things fell together for you? I have no idea. It just
These are called thumbnails.
it just looks odd.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like it fills the picture.
Yeah.
I would be inclined to reformat this in some other fashion and get more to the front. But overall, I'm going to say you've done a real nice job. You're looking for good, crisp, clean pictures,
He usually leaves at 6.
something that makes an individual
He better get going.
pick your picture out of a page to click on first,
I'll have him.
because they see the picture before they read the thumbnail. All right. What else do we want to talk about? Okay, nice job. The other thing that I guess we could mention, we haven't seen it here yet this evening, but I'm sure that we will. There are different things you can do to a thumbnail to make them stand out as yours. Where if somebody sees your thumbnail,
Have time on him.
Use mine.
sees your thumbnail as on a page with a bunch of others, they know instantly, hey, that's Homestead's video right there. I recognize her style on the thumbnail. So let's go to the home page, see what you have here. And here,
It's a 94%.
there is no trailer video. So if I were a teacher and if I were passing out homework, I would say, okay, by next week you can have a 1 to 3 minute trailer video, a little bit about your channel, and have it plopped right here where people would see it when they come in here to look at this. You have your default uploads container. You've just gone in and changed the formatting on it so it's vertical instead of horizontal. You've gone in and added another container and taken one of the default YouTube headers for popular uploads and put it in here. And you made your third container and just said, well, let's put the creative playlist here. So I always recommend, if you make it yours, make it totally yours. Individualize it. So from that standpoint, I would be inclined to, number one, you put your trailer video up here. There is also room, which we would not see logged in the way we are here, what's called a featured video. So that would be displayed for folks that are subscribers to your channel. When they come to your channel, they would see a featured video if you elect to use that option. The default uploads container, I'd move it clear down to the bottom. Here's where I would put your playlists. But I wouldn't do it like this. I would not put creative playlists. I would do them individually. And put them in the order that garnishes the most traction. Your most popular stuff, you're going to want to have that prominent.
Bye.
So let's make the assumption that the garden is...
Okay, see you Monday. Bye.
You'll probably see him Saturday.
Just look and see what you have here.
Love you. Bye.
I'm going to say beekeeping. Beekeeping,
Bye.
then gardens.
Okay.
Then maybe
Bye.
your mangalistas, or perhaps greenhouse.
I'm really glad that you were worried about me.
If you
Can we play a game?
have one for a collaboration,
Can we
you
play
can
a
have it.
game?
If the collaboration is current, you could have that prominently displayed. In other words, one of the top ones, and then later on you can just move it down. You can slide those sections up and down. But I would put them in here, and then of course it's your choice what you feel looks best as far as horizontal or vertical displays. Great job. Let's go back and get another channel to look at. Does anybody have any questions over anything that we mentioned here? I see that I'm going to take the wheel back here for a moment. I have to relink it to the spreadsheet.
The red button.
All right, there we go. We have it relinked, so it's all nice and fresh. Hold the walnuts. Hold the walnuts. Okay, Hold the Walnuts has 154 subscribers, 43 videos. And let's go in and see what this channel has to offer.
The X, but it won't work.
Okay, nice picture here on the top. Some looks like homemade bread, homemade jam, or preserves, or whatever your favorite thing is here. I will make a comment that the centering doesn't seem to be quite right, and you will also find that somewhere in this vicinity where I'm moving the mouse up and down, in other words, probably at least 2/3 of the jar of jam is going to be cut off, and I'm going to say the left third of the loaf of bread is also going to be cut off on a handheld device. So we've talked a lot at length about creating channel art, banners, and so forth on our Tuesday night show, where we get into the details of how to do that. But I will just make a comment here. This is something you might want to look at. Your channel, when you upload your banner, and we'll just put this out for general information. When you upload your banner, YouTube takes that single image you upload and divides it into 3 pieces. Makes 3 uploads out of it, or 3 pictures out of it. I think I can probably All right. What I want to do here is I want to share with you, because I hate talking about something in particular.
You're working on a new banner.
Okay. But I want them to understand what's happening here. And so I know I go off in the weeds sometimes, but
No, really?
just on occasion. So what I have here is, this is the inner workings of the page from Farm Alarm. It doesn't have to be Farm Alarm. I can grab somebody else's. Let's try this one. Sure, because Juliet's going to be our guest next Monday night. So this is the inner workings of her homepage on YouTube. And I know it's very small for you to see. Let me see if I can do extra large, if that'll help you at all. This is the picture that she uploaded for the YouTube channel art for the banner. So if I look at that by itself, this is what it looks like. So it's it's just a nice big picture. YouTube takes that picture, they will make this out of it, which is a cut out of the center, and they will also make this out of it, which is another cut out of the center. But I want you to notice where they cut this out, because this is not perfectly centered. This Juliet Miranda, Bourbon Reviews, Bourbon Soak Live, Celebrity Interviews, because that's not perfectly centered on this, this is what you get. And the J is actually cut off. The B is cut off on the Bourbon Reviews. It's close, but it's not there. So really what they need to do is they need to alter that big image a little bit to get it where they want it. These are all the different thumbnails that are on that front page. That's just the way the web pages are put together. But I wanted you to be aware of how that's done. So this picture here, by some reformatting, some resizing, adding text, whatever, you can make that fit. There, YouTube creates a template that you can go download and grab that shows you all those exact sizes to have. All right. So we are back to Hold the Walnuts. Did I? Okay, let's go to the About page and read about this channel. Description is, we are a family of 5 living in Eastern Washington. We have a dream to become self-reliant by owning our own homestead and mini farm. We aren't there yet, but we are working on things now to be ready for when that day comes. We are working on cooking from scratch, learning to be frugal, reuse and recycle, and trying our hand at a small garden. We are learning as we go, and we want you to learn with us, and there will definitely be more in the future. If you want to get in touch with us, send us an email at holdthewalnuts@gmail.com. If you want to look at other projects we are doing, check us out over at What Makes This Our Home. Follow us on Instagram, Hold the Walnuts. Okay, here's a quick change I would make with that. Starting right here, if you want to get in touch with us, send us an email, and then you put an email address in here. And then your next sentence. If you want to look at other projects we're doing, check us out over at What Makes This Our Home, which I'm guessing is this right here. Let me just open this up into a new, which is another YouTube channel. And then follow us on Instagram at Hold the Walnuts, and you have an Instagram account linked here. I would take this entire last piece of this description here that if I can get it to highlight only what I want it to. Oh, it's just fighting me here tonight. The area that's highlighted right there, I would just eliminate that and just say, check us out at the links below. Here's your email, here's your Instagram, and here's your other YouTube page. I was surprised when I saw this as a YouTube page. So you might want to, your choice, indicate that that's what it is. I'm a little surprised I don't see a Facebook, but not everybody has Facebook, and I certainly understand that. So, nice job there. Let's go see what you have in the way of playlists. And you have got 4 playlists. And this is a nice description right here. Nice description. And I like what you've done with your thumbnails. Well, we're going to go talk about those here in a little bit, because you got those are kind of predominant here on your playlist anyway. Good description. Very nice. Okay. All right.
Not too long?
What?
You're asking not too long?
The description? No, descriptions are fine. I mean, they'll only let you put so much in there. Fill her up. Like your thumbnails. Like your thumbnails. This is what I was talking about earlier, that some people will create, they'll get a technique going on their site that you would instantly recognize in an entire page of thumbnails. You'd instantly recognize ones from Hold the Walnuts. And that is because of the way they've done their thumbnails.
Mine just got fuzzy. Wow.
What's that? We'll see what you're receiving the stream at. Go to your little gear icon there. I'm looking at things on this end. Did anybody else's stream just go a little fuzzy?
There, just cleared up.
Okay.
I still have to upload it for the rest of them.
Okay, which brings up something else we can talk about. Things you can do after the fact on your channel, on your YouTube channel, to make changes where it does not affect view counts, it does not affect other things. Things you can always make changes to, and with a little bit of thought, all you can do is make them better. You can always change a thumbnail. You can always go back in and create a new thumbnail. You can always go in and change the title. You can always go in and change the description. You have the ability to go in and add end cards. Let's see. End cards. What's the other thing that, where everybody goes, we're going to, check out the link above here. Can't think what they're called. It totally escapes my mind, but, when they point up and they say, yeah, I guess it's a card. So, anyway, you can always go in, you can do those. You can change the links. And the other thing you can do is you can change the tags. Now, nobody's going to see the tags unless they go in and specifically look for them.
If you watch a video but you're not logged on, does that go to the person's view time?
Well, sure.
Okay, well, that was a question.
Sure, yes, absolutely. If the video is embedded elsewhere, if it's embedded in a website, you get credit for that. So if we have a video, if we have one of our videos on our webpage and somebody watches it from our regular twofamilyhomestead.com webpage, yeah, we would get credit for it. And if it's on ABC branding webpage, yeah, we get credit for it. If it's embedded in Facebook, yeah, you get credit for it. So, folks, go out there and share all our videos. just had to throw that out. So, I like what you've done with your thumbnail here. You've taken... and I don't know how you came up with that. That's the first time I've seen this arc thing here, and I think that's very, very neat, very attractive. because that's giving you a footprint to do some highly place some text that is very easy to read. So nice job. Whoever came up with that, absolutely great job. Let's go look at your front page. And okay, there's no trailer. And you have the default container here with uploads, and then you just throw playlists in underneath. So my recommendation, number one, change. I don't think the banners lives up to your standards even by looking at your thumbnails. So I think you're going to want to replace your banner a little bit, or modify this one, make it fit a little better. Number two, I would make a channel trailer, 1 to 3 minutes long, 1.5 to 3 minutes long. That would be placed right here. I would come in and, rather than use this container that says throw all of my creative playlists in here, I would individually put in playlists. I would not put in an individual playlist that only has one in it. So typically, and I don't know this to be the case, but I would put in probably gardening first, and then cooking from scratch, and then love your home. I just said that simply because of the order of the amount of files in them. I would not, unless your channel is noted for it, which ours is. Our biggest thing is our Monday Night Lives. And so we have that prominently on our front page. Live streams, as a rule, do not get a lot of after-the-fact traction. We still have people come in and look at live streams. We have them from the Homestead of America conference, from the picnic, from the shindig and the gathering, and every other place we've been to this year where we've done a live stream. We still get a few views, but they're not tremendous numbers. So why would I want to put those on our front page and use up prime real estate? So that's my thought. Love what you're doing. Absolutely love your thumbnails. So any questions of us, please ask. And in the interim here, let's go spin the wheel again. Dano's toolbox. Dano's toolbox.
Seeing if they're still in here.
Dano's toolbox, are you here?
Yep. They're
Wonderful.
Here. He's here.
949 subscribers, 486 videos. And let's go take a peek here.
I sort of remember when he was just starting out. He didn't have that many subscribers, so he's done real good.
All right, we'll get the big counter changed here. Okay. Yeah, I remember looking at this channel before. So Let's see if there's any changes from my memory anyway. Go back to the About page. Description reads, her brand tool collector and former auto body technician, house builder, and renovator. My channel is about tools and tool hauls, toolbox tours, storage, and shop builds. Just straight. I'm sorry, there's something on my screen here. Just straight. Oh, no, it's not. That's your. Let's see. FU Club. KERY. I've never seen it done that way. And more. That's how I roll. Okay. And then your email address is here. And you're out of Canada, eh? All right. What I don't see is I don't see any other social media platforms, which kind of surprises me here. I would think that I thought all tool shop guys had other social media platforms. So I would be inclined to expand just a little bit on your description. I mean, this, you certainly don't have to, but this is your opportunity to generate interest in your channel. So if I come to your channel for the first time and I want to see what your channel's about, that's what I do. I go to the About page. Say, tell me about this channel. And if I don't see something here that catches my eye, I may never even go look at a video. So here's where you want to talk. This is your chance to introduce yourself. Playlists, you got a few. And let's just take a look here. The OLG Big Spin. I think we're going to get into something here. This is a different thing. Okay, I remember now. You do some lottery tickets on your channel, and that's what those are all about. That's what that's for. Dano's Choice Cuts. Music, videos of songs I like. The only problem with this is, again, this is not your videos. So if it were me doing it, and my recommendation to you is I would make this a private playlist. It's for your benefit and nobody else's. Tools, mail calls, and shout outs. And I will make note here, you are putting descriptions in these, which is absolutely great. But again, I'm looking in here and I'm seeing all kinds of stuff that is not yours. So, I mean, why are you advertising all those other channels? What are they doing for you? Fixing my Craftsman box, I'm going to guess these are all your videos. Absolutely, I would expect to find these here. And yes, you do have a small description on here, so this is great. These channels that are not for you, are not benefiting you to other people, your channel to other people, there's no reason to have them here. Just make them private. They're there for your reference and not for somebody else's. Videos. Scroll down here and see what we have. My initial thought in glancing at the thumbnails is, geez, they're not crisp and clean. I think you could. I think you can improve on your thumbnails. I think you can improve on your thumbnails. Why would somebody pick one of these thumbnails? I guess this is a good way to look at it. When you see a page full of thumbnails, like these right here, got there's 15 different videos up on the screen right now. Which one catches your eye? Which one would you click on, and why? What generates your interest, and why? Is it this one with the little drill? Is it the one with the appears to be like scissors here, or the ones of the people playing, or the tool sockets? So which one of these catches your eye, and then build from that. So every time you create a thumbnail, you should you should attempt to make the next thumbnail better than the last one. Now, I know you're from Canada, so I'd like to ask you, this Herbrand Tools, Herbrand, is that a Canadian thing? I just don't recognize that. If you're gonna do text on the thumbnail, just remember this. If you're gonna do text, do it right. Make it legible. Make it so it's easy to read. Contrasting colors, or perhaps cut out a section of the thumbnail with a colored background, and put the text on it so that you have that high contrast, easy to read, clear, concise thumbnails. If it's all muddied together, you might be better off not having text on it. You want to get as much detail in the picture as you can. Okay, let's go back to the home page here, and you have added the created playlist container to the default uploads. Again, you can create a trailer video for here, 1.5 to 3 minutes in length. Quick short description as to how you roll.
He said that doesn't exist anymore. Must be that toolbox or two you asked about.
Oh, okay. All right. Because I'd never heard of it. I had never heard of it before, so I didn't know if that was strictly a Canadian thing, or maybe it was, but maybe it was a small company up there. I don't know. But if it no longer exists, I would think that you would have a bit of an item there if you're a big collector of that, and have some of it that I mean, if it was a collectible type thing, that's usually a pretty good topic, good genre to get into. So here on your home page, create a trailer video. I would then create some individual things for some of your created playlists, and just clean things up just a little bit. We did mention here on your about page there's no links. I don't know if you just don't have any other links, but again, I would think that you would maybe have a Pinterest or Instagram with the different tool things, especially if you're dealing in collectibles. And I am not sure on your avatar here I'm going to open the image in a new tab. Okay, I can see why you did this. This is that brand you were talking about. You might want to consider resizing this just a little bit, cleaning that up just a little, because it doesn't quite fit in the circle. It's actually cut off in a circle. That's why I took this and I opened this up in a new tab. And then I instantly saw what it was. But inside the circle, it cuts that out. Okay. Shall we move on to the next one? Any
Let's
questions?
move on to a break.
Okay, we can do that. So I guess we're going to take a short break right now. We'll be back in, let's see, it's 7:14, what, 7:20? 6 minutes? 7:20.
Sounds good.
See you very shortly. Bye-bye. Okay, and we're back. And Dana's toolbox. I think I saw where you said something about Instagram. You maybe have. Don't forget, you can also link that back here on this about page, right down here at the bottom. That'll also put it up here on your banner for you. So, having said all of that, let's jump right back into spinning the wheel, getting another channel up here. Uh-oh.
Sydney.
The Naked Gardener. $1,500 subscribers, 101 videos. Let's get right into this page. And we'll get the big counter caught up. The Naked Gardener, gardening made fun and easy. Videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. So, nicely done. Let's
There he is. He's in here.
let's just make note of a couple things here, because a couple things jumped right up when I went to this page for the first time.
TMI, Sydney. TMI.
All right. A nice the banner picture is done in such a way where it's distorted to fill up a wide screen. Some pictures you can do that with and get away with very well, like this one. Other ones you might have a problem with that, but it was certainly done right. Gardening made fun and easy. Videos Tuesdays and Fridays. The information is there. It might be a little bit tough seeing that. I would think perhaps maybe just a little bit more contrast, but it is definitely there. And he has added a trailer video that is 40 seconds in length, but it's here. So he's got that trailer video here. I'm going to glance on down through the page here. He's got creative playlists. Then he has some individual playlists. Oh, good. Then he has uploads and popular uploads. So we got all kinds of stuff we can talk about on this channel. Let's go to the About page and see what it has to say. Are we still coming through? Okay, it looks like it. All right. Description reads as follows. We are Sydney and Tori as we garden in Zone 8A. We have a small 400 square foot, I'm assuming that's square foot, urban garden in Dallas County. We would like to share our gardening journey with you. We love experimenting with different gardening methods, trying different recipes, and doing simple DIY projects to make gardening easy. We upload videos every Tuesday and Friday morning. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, and share our video with family and friends that could benefit from seeing our videos. Thanks for watching. Welcome, YouTube Gardener. Email address is there, and links are down at the bottom. Okay. One thing threw me off here, so I feel I need to share that with you because it threw me off. Is this Texas?
Yes.
And I only ask because I don't see the word Texas anywhere here. And for all I know, there's a Dallas, Ohio, or a Dallas, New York, or I don't know. But I made a guess, and apparently I was right. You might want to if you just add the word Dallas County, Texas, or -TX or something. That's just my thought. I like your formatting. I like what you've done and said here. Everything laid out very nicely. You have the items linked up in the banner, so let's see if you have any playlists. And I know you do. You got a bunch of them. And we're just going to grab a couple here at random. Just at random. And this one has no description. No description. I know this one you have on your front page. Let's go see if that has a description.
Dallas, Georgia. Why did I think it was Texas? Dallas, Georgia. I'm sorry, Sydney. That's right. Aren't you going to Jason's this weekend?
Okay, now this one has a description. So I've picked two and we're 50-50. So let's grab a different one. No description. We'll do one more. No description. Okay. So I would go in and add some descriptions on your playlists that don't have them. I'm going to jump back here to the About page. So it's Dallas County, Georgia. All the more reason to put something in there that it would just make more sense. I'm sure you know why I thought Dallas was maybe Texas. Okay, let's look at your videos.
Okay, it is Texas, but you found out there's a Dallas, Georgia. Oh gosh, Sydney, you have me so confused.
Well, I have no idea where you're at this point.
He's somewhere in the U.S.
I don't even know that.
I know that for sure. Because I thought he was going to Jason's this weekend.
All right, so we're into the upload page here, and
Carrie, there's a London, Ohio. Ooh.
is it next to Liverpool? No, there's an East Liverpool in Ohio.
Yes, there is an East Liverpool in Ohio. Oh my, Salon Girl, I hope everyone's okay.
Okay. Quick comment on the thumbnails. YouTube and people in general like to see facial expressions. So anytime you can get, and obviously this is not always the case, or should it be the case, but if you're going to have your mug in the picture, get a full-blown mug shot. Get it big enough that they can really see what you're doing. You're a little bit small here on a couple of these, whereas this one's much better. Now, you've gotten away from something. For a long time here, he had these, you would instantly know the Naked Gardener's the one that's got this purple slash background coming down on his thumbnails. And it made all the text easy to read. He had pretty good sharp pictures here. Some of these he had real good portrait shots. What happened? What happened, my man? I'm just not seeing it here. He forgot the purple background. He's got to couple of the little things in here, but all right. So I would be. I personally like your thumbnails back here better. They stand out better, easier to see. I think they can be picked out of a page more readily than your later ones here. You also have a video here, the official Naked Live test. It's 24 seconds long. It's got this bar through it. I would just delete it. Just delete it. I don't even know what's in it. That or create a thumbnail for it. So far we haven't talked much about length of videos, but a 24-second video is it's not going to do you much good, and it's not going to do YouTube much good, and unless there's a real compelling reason to maintain it, I would just get rid of it. It's only 24 seconds. So don't see anything else there. Let's go to the home page. Okay, as I mentioned before, he's got his trailer video here, and then he's put in created playlists, and then he's put in individual playlists. And then he's taken the upload container and shoved it down here, and then he's added popular uploads and set it down here in the bottom. Okay, these last two containers, with the amount of content you have, you don't need these. You don't need them at all. If I want to see uploads, if I want to see your uploads, I'm going to go to your videos. And if I have any question about, well, what's the most popular, I'll just sort them that way. And now I have your entire array of videos ordered by popularity. So I understand maybe it's not, maybe that extra step process is more than what some people would want to do. But believe me, if they're too lazy to do that, they're too lazy to scroll all the way down the bottom of your page and click on your playlist down here. So, for the most part, I like what you've done here. I would eliminate this created playlist. I would just eliminate that. I would keep some of your most popular individual playlists put in here. I would get rid of uploads and get rid of popular uploads. I would just dress it up, make it a little sharper. That's how I would do it. I'm not saying you need to do it that way. I'm just saying that's how I would do it. Any questions about the comments or any reason why I've said what I did? And if not,
Faithful Fields, just type in the word link or wheel. No other characters or words with it. And Smudge will give you a link. There, you can use that link right there.
okay. Let's get the wheel another spin here. Oh, we have our first repeat of the night.
Yes. Grizz disagrees with you, just to let you know. Ooh, Windmill Acres.
I disagree with Daryl on that one video. I don't know what video it is you're referring to. But Windmill Acres and Copper Creek Cabin, we're going to go look you up here. Wait a minute. Grizz, are you talking before we go to Windmill Acres and Copper Creek Cabin?
The last video where you told
Yeah, but it's
Sydney to change the...
the one that I told him to delete because it's this. Is that what Grizz is talking about?
I don't know, could be. Because is it getting views?
Well, it has 98 views, but at best, I mean, it's a 24-second video, so it got 100% watch time. Actually, it has 99 views because we talked about it. But here's what it is. It is 24 seconds.
You know Grizz is going to give you a hard time.
I know he is. And that's because that was 24 seconds. That's the reason I played this for everybody. We just gave the Naked Gardener 24 seconds of watch time and saw nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Okay, on to Windmill.
All right.
And she has a shout out. She's part of a shout out collab going on.
All right. Windmill Acres and Copper Creek Cabin. 180 subscribers, 22 videos. And they are playing an intro video, or what's known as a trailer. We'll just let that play here for the moment while I get the big counter changed. Okay, and their intro video here is 1 minute 38 seconds, which is a good length. The banner across the top of the page is a, what do they call it, collage of pictures? Is that what you would say?
Mm-hmm.
Collage of pictures. And interesting way to do it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just jump to the About page, and let's find out a little bit more about Windmill Acres and Copper Creek Cabin. Description reads as follows. Hello from Iowa and Wisconsin. Oh, wait a minute. Iowa and Wisconsin are not even close together, are they? Aren't they? That's like... they're miles apart. Hello from Iowa and Wisconsin. Our homesteading journey spans 21 years, and our off-grid skills are getting off to a good start. 6 years. We are newbies to YouTube and desire to help others by sharing our experiences, knowledge, and thoughts on various topics relating to homesteading and off-grid living. We live on a small 4-acre homestead in Iowa, built in 1880. Over time, we have developed our property into a level of sustainability that is comfortable for us. In 2013, we bought 2 wooded acres in Wisconsin near the Mississippi River, through the Miss River. I'm guessing it's Mississippi. Not sure.
Excuse me.
We built our completely off-grid log cabin ourselves, which took 4 years to complete. How interesting. We hope that by starting this channel, we can pass down some old-time ways that are so desperately needed in our society. I, Kate, think about my Grandma Lewis years ago on the farm and wish I could go back in time and YouTube her golden knowledge. I pray that we can help give you even just a fraction of it so you can be encouraged to live out your homestead dreams. I think that's a very, very nice write-up. And it's written in such a way that it genuinely creates interest. So nice job. You have email address and Facebook group linked back here. Going back up to the banner. Interesting way to do that by throwing various pictures up. Having an aerial shot, I'm guessing, of your property in Iowa. And then throwing some more detailed pictures in and around the, just overlaying them over that. New video every Friday. So that's on your banners, not here. That's cool. Very nice. Playlists. Got a couple. Tag along for 10 Tuesdays, Copper Creek Cabin, Chat with Kate, Gardening, Preserving the Harvest, Driftless, Wisconsin, and JLC Productions. Okay, I'm just going to go grab one of these. I'm going to grab the most populated one. Seven videos in here. And there is a nice written description in here. Very nice. So let's go grab the gardening one. Caught you. No description. And I want you folks to note, there's only one video in this playlist, and that's fine. That's all there is. I would not create a playlist and put just one video in it unless I had plans to add to it over time. Now, having said that, and there has to be a reason for this. So, all right. I'm not sure what this is, but let me just kind of make a guess here. This JLC Productions is perhaps somebody that gave you some aerial footage of your property in Wisconsin, maybe, perhaps, I don't know. It's 34 seconds in length. Again, that's just not long enough to do anything, except for Grizz. And I guess I'm not seeing the reason for this. It's not your video. At least why it's not tagged with your name. It's a different channel name. So why is it here? If it's for you to make reference to, then yep, keep it, make it private, make it yours. So you might want to go in some of these playlists. You need to add some descriptions. Let's go look at your videos real quick. Some of the thumbnails. Okay. And I always like to do this, just bring up a whole page of your thumbnails and just kind of look at them and say, which one does my eye land on to go look at? And that's going to be different for different people based upon, personal histories and so on and so forth. From my perspective, the one that I find most interesting is this Copper Creek Cabin slideshow. And I'm talking just as far as the image of the thumbnail alone is concerned. After reading the title, I'm not so sure I want to go look at a slideshow. I'm glad you told me that here, but I'm not so sure. To me, that would not necessarily be as interesting as something else. But you're still you're building up your video base here, doing real good. And I will also mention, because you don't have a lot of content, a little bit newer channel, you need to promote your videos. When you upload your videos, you need to go out and go into become members of various Facebook pages and groups and Twitter and all other types of things that you can go and participate in. You can announce, hey, we just uploaded a video on this, and go check out this new video we just uploaded. Because you're not a 40, 50, 60,000 subscriber channel that YouTube is going to cater to you. So you have to go cater to yourself. You're the one who has to promote those videos more than anybody else. All right, let's go back to your home page and see how that's laid out, if you've made any changes. Good job on the intro video. It's a good length. You then put in uploads, and you have a playlist, another playlist, another playlist, another playlist, another playlist, another playlist. And then you put this. I guess I'm trying to read back up through the chat here. I don't understand the reasoning for this JLC Productions. I don't know. Maybe it's a brother, cousin, uncle, family. I don't know. But I don't understand why you're promoting this video, this playlist / video on your homepage. If you have a reason to do that, that's fine. I just don't know it. But I do want you to notice here that on the Copper Creek Cabin playlist, here's your description. It's showing right up here. So that could stand to be longer if what I'm saying is you have room to make it longer. But you're tagging along for 10 Tuesdays, you have no description. For gardening, you have no description. Driftless Wisconsin, no description. I'd be inclined to move the uploads to the bottom, and other than that, nice job, and thank you very much for being here. Do you have any questions of us? Let me get do a fresh link on the spreadsheet here. So I know we had some new people come in the room, and make sure that you are updated on the wheel. Okay, the video is by our son, Jared Cunningham. Understand, and we are in the video. So here's what I would do. And what you've said there now, that makes perfect sense, perfect reasoning. But because it's not your video, and you have an area here to put in a description, that's the perfect place to do it. Just explain. JLC Productions is our son, and we are in his video here. So something to that effect. Okay, Go spin the wheel again. Thomas Schmidt Homestead Projects.
You may want to look again. I thought it ended on Mari.
Well, I see what you're saying, but
Yeah.
You see what it's?
Yeah, I see that.
I think it jumped.
It did jump. It did jump. I watched it.
Okay.
Okay. I know Mari was here for a little bit, but then she went to go eat dinner. I don't know if she's back or not. So yeah, go ahead and do Thomas. Yeah, I did see it jump. That's why I said that.
Yeah, this thing flashes up a little screen here that tells me the winner.
Well, we can put shows on ours that it jumped. That's why I said that.
Well, okay. So maybe I need to redo that page a little bit.
So, Thomas is here.
Okay, I'm just lost. There we go.
Sarah, looks like you got your subscribers back.
Okay, Thomas Schmidt Homestead Projects, 640 subs, 120 videos. Get his YouTube ID here and plug that into the big counter. And looking at the home page here, I see chickens behind a fence. And the fence is prominent enough you can't see any of the chickens clearly, and I see no text. So
Snow pants. Gotcha.
there's no channel trailer. So what am I getting into here, Thomas?
He said he hasn't been feeling well, so he hasn't made any updates.
Okay. Well, maybe you need to make some updates and you'll feel better. No, I'm sorry you haven't been feeling well. All right, for in your About page, your description reads as follows. Starting a homestead in the southern tier of New York, working on getting 6 acres of wooded, very steep hillside usable with as little money as possible. We can't access most of the property due to a stream at the bottom of a ravine, but we are working to change that. We raise chickens mostly for eggs and pigs for meat and piglets for sale. We also do some gardening in containers and rows. We hope you join us on our path. Thank you for watching, and email address is here. Just make notation, if you have other social media platforms, the ideal places to put them is right here underneath where your email is located. And then, of course, they can be linked up on your banner. Playlists, got a couple. So we're just going to open up a couple and see if you have descriptions added in there. No description. I like that tractor. No description. And we'll grab another one here at random. No description. And I don't see any names here that probably shouldn't be here, so I'm going to guess you just need to go in and add some descriptions to these playlists. Let's jump to your videos. We'll scroll down here and see what we have in the way of thumbnails. Is my eye drawn to anything? Out of these 18 thumbnails, where is my eye drawn to first? I don't know. I'm going to say that, and this is a rough one for me. Just glancing at these, what caught my eye perhaps the best is one of these piglet ones that I would want to investigate further. So something to keep in mind when you're doing your thumbnails. Make it a good, clear picture. Try to have some contrast in it. If you do add text, contrast is a must, so they can easily read what is there text-wise. Can't think of anything else for your subscriber base. The view counts are pretty much spot on. At this point, it's self-promotion. So just continue to add to it and work on it and build it up. Homepage, you have the default container uploads, then you've added a popular uploads, then you put in a playlist and a playlist and a playlist. So general rules of thought, not rules, but general thought is upload container and popular upload container, those two, if they remain, you probably should shift them to the bottom of the page. Your other playlists are fine. You've done it individually, but they need descriptions on them. And I don't see a trailer video. I don't see an about your channel video. So that's the highlights of what I don't see. Highlights of what I do see that you did very well. Your very short write-up is done very nicely. And these are all older, but I will make comment here. If you use the same type of background for your thumbnails, or the same, if the thumbnails are substantially the same type of thumbnails, that can hurt you, because even though it has maybe different verbiage, people won't see it as different verbiage. They'll pull it up, and then a week later they'll just glance at it and say, oh, I already saw that video. I remember that thumbnail, I already saw it. So we'll just make note of that from in the past. Thomas, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. And it was sure good meeting you folks. You got anything, hon? Oh, we have a second repeat of the night. Brett and Cindy T. N. Gardner. Guessing that's standing for Tennessee Gardner, but We won't know that until we get it figured out here. Brett and Cindy. Brett and Cindy, Tia and Gardner, 104 videos, 104 subscribers, 137 videos. And they have a channel trailer that popped right up. It's 2 minutes, 27 seconds long, which is an excellent length. So while you folks are watching that a little bit, I'm going to grab their YouTube ID, get the big counter updated. Okay, and the title of this little trailer here is Figs. Getting figgy with it? Tell me what you do with your figs. All right, that is well. Let's talk about this for just a minute. The title does not seem like a title for a trailer, and yet it's in the trailer container. So, is that what it is? I don't know. I'm not going to play the video over the air. Last time I played the video over the air, I got banged for
Ahmed is here.
for copyright.
Yeah, sure did.
So
It was Monday, wasn't it?
um
On Hamiltonville. No, it was.
no,
It was not. It was on the thing for Monday. It's still unlisted.
for next Monday.
Yeah, for next Monday. Yeah.
But yeah, that's fine because I just made it with different music, and the other one's already uploaded now too. So anyway, Brett and Cindy, Tia Gardner. Let's go into the about page.
Not a trailer, just a short video.
Okay, I guess I'm curious why would you have this in your trailer location? There is a featured video location, and to show the difference. To show the difference, let me do this again, because we're doing this to try to help folks. All right. So this is our home page, and I would come in here and I customize channel. And when I come into customize a channel, if you notice, there is for returning subscribers and for new visitors. For new visitors, the container of the chair, this is where the trailer goes. For returning subscribers, well, this is where a featured video goes. So there is a difference. So now you can also go in here and you can view this page as yourself, or view it as a returning subscriber to see what the page looks like. So hopefully maybe you picked up on that. So in other words, you're signed into YouTube, you go to your channel, you click in Customize Channel. For returning subscribers, this is a featured video. For new visitors, this is your container for your channel trailer. Okay, so Brett and Cindy T. and Gardner. Hopefully, maybe you picked up something there and can deal with that. Let's go to your About page. Well, the description reads as follows. We are a family that is trying to live for the Lord in a simple life. We have some solar power. We hang our clothes out on warm days and grow a lot of our own food. I've been in gardening since I was a kid, big enough to hang on to a tiller. Well, I weigh about 300 pounds, and I'm not sure I'm big enough to hang on to some tillers.
Well, you can hang on to one of those things. It was Harold that couldn't do it.
We plant or grow something year-round, so we start early and stay late in the year. We always try to have abundance so that we can share with our church family and neighbors while working full-time jobs. We planted fruit trees, bushes, and vines about 10 years ago to help feed our need. We do woodworking, build or make as much as possible at home. We currently have no animals, but hope to change that soon. We're interested in being self-sufficient and always looking for better ways to do things. We're here to share our experience in simpler living and other like-minded people and learn from them too. Okay, couple of comments here. In the formatting of this, there needs to be some more white space in here. So in other words, after the word food, put in a blank line and come down, and then until year, and then put in a blank line, and then to the end of jobs and put in a blank line. It makes it so much easier to read. Case in point, just to show and demonstrate perhaps what we're talking about. Let me do it this way, it'll be faster. All right. Before we go to like Doug and Stacy's channel, they have a trailer video right here. You go into their About page, and if you notice all the extra white space, so they have no paragraphs that exceed 3 lines. They have all this white space. They've emphasized certain words with capitalization. They have this here, which doesn't belong, and I'll tell Doug that. It's not a hotspot. No reason to put that there. If he wants to put it, he can have it down here.
Jason, I see. Going to use Doug as an example.
Well, sure. We can use Doug as an example.
I think he wants you to use him as an example.
He wants me to use him as an example?
Right, Big Bear?
So, how'd you spell that?
Big Bear.
No, not that. What?
Ahmed?
Yeah, how do you
No,
spell
Ahmed
Ahmed?
doesn't have his own channel yet.
Oh, he doesn't? Okay.
No.
Well, then how can I use Ahmed as a...
But this is Big Bear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ahmed is off trick-or-treating.
All right. Don't let me down here, my man. All right, he has his channel trailer up here. We'll go to his About page. He let me down. But he does have some white space. Typical rule of thumb is these should not exceed 3 lines without having more white space. But he does have them divided out into relatively short areas. So that's what we meant when we were talking about that, instead of running this all together. We'll go back to playlists, and you have a couple. I'm just going to go to the one that looks like you have the most in. And there's no description here. So I'm just scrolling down through here real quickly, which is kind of preparing me for later on. So you have Cindy's, we have Brett's. So I'm going to look at Brett's.
Just put them in front of the washer.
And again, no description.
Before we go back to my dad's.
I don't think so.
Sunday? Okay.
One more. Okay, so something you can do, you can go in and add playlists, add descriptions to these different playlists. Let's look at your thumbnails. Okay, and just looking at the thumbnails, I will have to say that in order that my eyes are drawn to, I'm going to say this small channel checking out Livestream. And I'm talking thumbnails. I'm not talking the titles. I'm not saying what drew my eyes first. I'm going to say that one. Then probably this FFA truck and tractor pull outlaw class. And then probably it's going to be a toss-up between the pure stock 4x4 diesel and the Cindy's Vlog Stop, Look, Listen. Just from the thumbnail. Now, having said that, this thumbnail on the live stream that you did, that thumbnail could be made a little better in a photo editor. You can brighten that up, sharpen it up. I'm trying to find a reason by just looking at a thumbnail to go click on one, and I'm not seeing it. Okay. So I opened this for a couple reasons. Number one, it had you guys sitting on the porch, and I wanted to see a little bit more how the video was presented, what you had in the way of a description here. And you do have one, and it's a little bit short, but it's...
They haven't noticed you could add descriptions to the playlist until tonight.
Okay.
That's something new.
Absolutely, and that's the whole reason we do this. That is the entire whole reason we do this is to help people become aware and not have to learn the hard way like what we did and what Big Bear and some of us that have been around for a day or two have had to go through, because we didn't get this kind of help. Okay, let's go back to your home page, see how you have that laid out. And all you have is the uploads. I would be very inclined to take some of these playlists, whatever you feel is the most popular ones, and I would put those on the home page and just move your uploads down to the bottom. That's where I would go with this to start with.
I forgot to bring painting paint, so now my legs are
Something you can always change. We mentioned it earlier. We'll just kind of reiterate here again. You can always change a thumbnail. You can always change a video title. You can always change end cards, informational cards. You can always change tags within a video. So there's tons of stuff you can do without penalty to your video, unless the change you're making is is bad. If the description is worse, if the thumbnail is worse, obviously you don't want to do that. But you can go in and you can change those things at any time without penalty to the to your view count and YouTube analytics. So if you have any questions of us, I have my eyes back to the screen here to see if anybody's typing. Brett and Cindy, thank you so much for being here tonight, and come back again next time, and maybe your name will get drawn, and we can do it again and see the changes you've made. Freedom Stacker. Freedom Stacker looks like a pretty new channel, 26 subscribers. They got 2 videos. So let's go look at this channel. Oh, why did it ask me to do that? What did I do? Oh, I said Freedom Stacker. Let's go look at the channel.
Self-Reliant Roadshow just came in.
Well,
How you doing, Bob? Mrs. B, where are you tonight?
okay, Freedom Stacker. Looking at their banner, copper, silver, and gold, they're obviously talking about some precious metals here.
Yeah, it is a good play on words, isn't it? I agree.
Okay, very interesting. So now that you have my interest, oh, wait a minute. Too much interest. Let me go reset the big number counter.
Oh, North Carolina. I hope you're warm. It's wet and chilly up this way.
All right, Freedom Stacker. Let's go to your About page and see what your channel's all about.
Baghdad.
Okay. Description. Starts out #time Freedom Stacker. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Hello and welcome to Freedom Stacker. I've always had an interest in collecting as a kid, be it pennies, baseball cards, video games, and or records. Where did it all go? I wish I knew. I'd be rich? Probably not. Now that I've found my way to the stacking mindset and revisiting the collecting, I can finally correct my childhood mistakes and I can recognize the true value in things. Thanks for visiting Freedom Stacker. Come back often to see what I'm stacking on, whether I get it from the local coin shop. Okay, it's local coin shop, and then you're showing in hyphens LCS. I'm assuming you're going to talk from here on. That's LCS is going to mean local coin shop. Bullion dealer, coin rolls, receive as change from a polar pop. Not sure where you buy a polar pop. Special thank you to all that came before me in the stacking community for paving the way, showing that precious metals and collectible coins are more valuable than flat paper currency. Freedom and cheers. YouTube stackers, if you'd like to post your videos on Stackers of YouTube Facebook group, join and start linking today. Email address is here, Facebook, Instagram, Facebook group, and Twitter. So all the proper stuff there. Quick comment. First line, hashtag Freedom Stacker. I don't know what you think this is doing for you in this particular location. So I don't know what if you think this is helping you in any way, shape, or form in your description. But that is something that I probably would take out. I like your write-up, though. Because of the type of page you have, your location is not all that important necessarily. But what might be of interest is, where are you? Are you in the United States? Are you in Canada? Are you in Europe? I don't know. So that would be something that you might want to include in here. I would think, and I don't know, because I don't, to be honest, I don't follow this this genre, but I would think that it would be semi-selected into different geographical locations. Like, I don't know that the United States bullion collectors would be as associated with European or Australian or whatever. Not to say that there's not some crossover, but it'd be interesting to see that. Let's go look at the rest of the channel. Relatively new. You do have 2 playlists. So you have shoutouts and mail call and unboxing. So my first question, as it always is, channels I think you need to check out. All right, let's talk about this for just a moment, because obviously you're just getting started. But you have somebody else's video in this playlist. I did read your description. I understand what you said in your description, which is channels I think you need to check out. But my question is, why are you advertising other folks' channels? Why do you, especially with the size of your channel, something I don't think would be of the best practice. And the other one here, you do have, so you're doing 100% great on getting your descriptions in here. So that is a super plus. Let's get into your videos. You only have 2 videos, so we can't say a whole lot about that. On your homepage, we can't really say anything because, geez, there is only 2 videos. Now, what's going on here? Okay, you've got a playlist on your front page here that is not showing up in your playlist button. If you're aware of this and are good with it, that's all good and fine, but that is typically something that you would not see. So you have it hidden on your playlist page, and yet you have it prominently featured on your homepage. I just find that to be a little odd, and I also find it that you're advertising all of these other channels on your homepage. So those are the oddities, I'd say. Obviously, you're just getting started. If you would like any assistance in page layout or anything like that, don't hesitate to ask. We'd be more than happy to maybe point out where the right buttons are to push. So, Freedom Stacker, thank you so much for being here, and looking forward to see where you go with this. Wolterman Homestead. $288 subscribers. I got 78 videos. And let me get the YouTube ID here. All right, Wolterman Homestead. First thing I notice is there is no channel trailer here. So that's something you can work on. Let's go to your About page and see about your channel. Well, it says here at the top, 3 new videos each week. That's an aggressive thing to do. Description reads, welcome to our page. Here at Wolterman Homestead, we are in the early stages of homesteading. We are learning to get closer to our food by gardening and using what we grow in our garden in our kitchen. We are located in Indiana, Zone 6A. We have big dreams and the desire to turn them into a reality. Come check out our channel and join our tribe by subscribing. Take care and God bless. Dylan and Megan. Very nice. That's good. Well, wait a minute. Let me just go back here real quick. Email address is here. Links are here. That's all looks good. The banner, everything would show up on a handheld device. It doesn't look to me like anything should be cut off. So that's good, and more good. Playlists. Did you remember descriptions? Yes, you did. Very good. Very good. Descriptions on both of those. And let's go see your videos. Thumbnails. All right, got some good thumbnail picks. So, from my perspective, I'm going to look at yours in a reverse method. Which one of these thumbnails do I find the least likely to click on? And that's going to be this Louisville Jack-o'-lantern spectacular. It's very hard to read. Can't really see what it is. It's such a dark thumbnail. I'm not seeing anything there. Second worst would be this plantain salve. It's too small. So this is obviously something that you make. It's your picture. Zoom in on that. Make it, get in close enough that you can get a real good picture of your product there. I'm gonna have to chuckle. This one just reminds me of that poop emoji.
Yeah.
Sourdough cinnamon rolls, but it looks like that poop emoji.
Oh, jeez. What?
Otherwise, no, you got some real good. You got some not so good. So I found it easier to pick on the questionable ones, and these two, the Louisville Jack-o'-lantern Spectacular and the Plantain Salve. Those are the two I think stand out as being the worst. And sometimes it's easier to look at what's the worst. And that's just my opinion. Go back to the home page here, and you have done a little bit. You've come in and taken the uploads container, the default container, swung it around into a vertical format.
Hold on, Brenda, have they? I'm scrolled back because I chatted with Celia. Have they even said anything in the chat since their name was picked?
So you're thinking that maybe they've had to take off?
Yeah.
Possible.
A couple of them have left because it's trick or treat where they are. So
yeah,
and
I understand
and they
that.
said that, yeah. But I don't think they've said anything. So.
Okay. Well, we're pretty well done with them here at this point. Wolterman Homestead, just last comment, you can put in that trailer video up here at the beginning and throw some of your playlists on this front page, and that would be my thoughts on that.
She's a hero.
I see.
Let's give the wheel another spin.
That's probably this box.
Yeah, I don't see them either, Denise. No. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks, folks. Denise, have you ever met my granddaughter? Yeah, and that's what they usually do. Get to the farm.
Mari's
Exactly.
vegetable garden, is she still here?
No, Mari left a while back. Bob and Melissa, type in link or wheel. Hey, Rocky Ridge. No, Cecilia, we're not. This is oops. Remember I told you, Cecilia, I have a granddaughter named Celia? This is the one. See that? Gemini Homestead.
2 times in a
She's
row?
from Louisiana. Mari.
Are we sure Mari's not here?
Nope. Because she left, remember she was here earlier, and their name still stays in the wheel.
You're celebrating Halloween?
Yes, I am. Should have my witch's hat on, huh? She says, hello, granddaughter. This is Ms. Lippy.
Hello.
Colorado Dream Gardening.
Had to get all the way down there.
Colorado Dream Gardening.
I don't even get it when I type it in.
Colorado Dream Gardening. They have 23 subscribers, 11 videos. Her name is Diana. Lives in Colorado.
Hold on. I don't have them here. I'm trying to get them on the thing and I don't see them.
I've not pulled them up. We're at the point where we're ready to, if they're here. Are you here?
I don't think they're here.
I don't think they're here.
No. Oh, there they are. There they are.
Yes,
I
they
wonder why I
are.
couldn't-
Yes, hello, I'm
There they
here.
are. I wonder why I couldn't bring them up a
All
second
right.
ago.
So let's go look a little deeper at this channel.
Thank you for speaking up, Colorado Dream. I couldn't bring your name up for some reason.
Yeah, look at that bunch of veggies on their banner. Is that your picture, or is that a professional picture that somebody took?
I only dream about having that many veggies.
Okay, pretty new channel here. The YouTube art, the banner page, I love the picture. There's no text on it, and there's no links on it. It's just something that I notice here. So let's go look at the About page and see what we can learn about this starting fledgling channel. Description reads as follows. Hello, everyone, to my channel. My name is Diana. I live in beautiful Colorado. I love to garden, but have discovered that it's not as easy to do here in my zone. I love sharing what I do with my grandson, and together we are learning how to garden in central southern Colorado. As you join me on my journey, I will take you through our learning struggles. I will share with you what I have already learned here for the short time I've been here. These lessons will build through the years to come, and I hope to share with you all my mistakes and triumphs. Not only will I be gardening, but I'll be in the kitchen too. I share a home with my mother, who is learning to live with macular. I want to say this correctly. I'm learning to live with macular degeneration. You will be joining us as we learn and share this journey as well. My mom was raised on a farm and is an amazing cook. I hope to keep you entertained with stories from the farm and recipes that'll knock your socks off. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. Forget, I think, should be one word. I saw a little bit of a typo right there. Email address is here, and there are no links down further. So, first question is, if you have any other social media platforms, such as Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, all the usual suspects, be sure to put them in there down below. There's been no playlist created at this point. And video-wise, just a sprinkling of videos. So, in just glancing at these, and we'll talk about this in just a moment. All right, you have two videos in here that are relatively full screen thumbnails. And that would be this 1 month after the storm and meeting my favorite YouTubers to reach some refuge. So I'm going to just open one of these up real quick. And that is obviously a full screen. Okay. So now, conversely, let's go back to your latest video. And this is also full screen. So here's what I think.
It's funny how the thumbnails aren't, isn't it? Because I looked at that when I watched
Well,
your videos.
see, this part of the video is
Oh,
not.
okay, yeah, I have noticed that.
Okay, so it looks to me, and certainly correct me if I'm guessing incorrectly, but it looks to me like part of this video was taken with your cell phone in a portrait mode, and some of it was taken either with some other means or a cell phone in a horizontal mode. So the difference is real simple, just by the display here. In this particular case, on this particular subject, it kind of highlights the spider to have it shown in this fashion. But in most cases, it would not. If you,
Excuse me.
yeah. If you can, remember to use your phone in a horizontal mode, horizontal position. I'm down here at the bottom. I'm holding my phone up so you can see in the screen there. So just hold it in a horizontal mode like this, and that'll fill up that screen for you.
And yes, you are correct, is what they said.
Okay. Okay. So, shoot, you're just getting started.
Because of the spider, Big Bear?
What's he
I will
saying?
never go to their place.
All right. So, at this point, make content. Make content, and you might consider on your page here that this picture up here, if you want text on it, you could do that. You could certainly add in your about page any other social media platforms that you utilize. And as you create more content, then you can create some playlists and build everything else out from there. So, folks, here's a brand new channel that might be worth watching. It's got some interesting topics here, and just have to see how they do. So, Colorado Dream Gardening. Thank you so much for being here.
Mimsy. Oh, Mimsy, did you notice what I'm wearing? Do I have it on right? Yes, I do. I don't know. Bear, check. Had it on like this all day. I don't know. Don't stare at me.
She got her Mimsy shirt on.
I have my Mimsy shirt on.
All right. Let's go spin the wheel again.
Kathy!
Living Miracle.
Living
Homestead.
Miracle. Winner. Washington County News, I'm already dressed up for Halloween. And my granddaughter even put on her cat ears for me.
Okay, Living Miracle Homestead, 568 subscribers, 228 videos.
Exactly, Jessica.
And let's go look at her page here.
Kathy, keeping that phone safe, are you, lately? Oh, Kathy, I gotta send you a picture. You gave me, I think, in Mississippi, one of those plants. Like it looks like a fern or something. That thing's growing like crazy, but I forget what it is. I'll send you a picture.
Okay. I don't know what the picture is of for the banner. Some sort of flower. Do you know what kind of flower that is?
Mm-mm. She's in Florida, so they have some different stuff that obviously we don't. Yeah, I knew you'd chuckle on that one. Oh yeah, starfruit. Oh my gosh, she got me started on that stuff.
All right. The About page reads as follows. I grow a garden in rare fruit, carambola, starfruit, lychee nut, macadamia nut, dragon fruit, miracle fruit. Sure, she just puts all these crazy names out here that I can't pronounce or read.
And those green ones that I have on the counter, that's supposed to, when they turn brown, that's when they're ready to open up and use chocolate something, right? Chocolate pudding fruit. Yarrow.
I'm
Is
going to
it
try this.
I don't know.
I'm going to try this. Macadamia
You'll have
nut,
to ask dragon fruit. Okay.
dragon fruit,
She said
miracle
it's
fruit,
dragon fruit on the banner.
miracle fruit, Geffner, Tomoa, Amoa.
Kathy, you're giving him a run for his money.
Jabotakeba. That sounds like a Ahmed. Barbados cherry,
Beans, the musical fruit.
black sapoti tree, or chocolate pudding tree.
Yeah, that's what I had. That's what she gave us. Those chocolate pudding fruits. Those green things on the counter. But I have to wait till they turn brown, and I'm not
Okay.
supposed to throw them away because I'm supposed to make something with them.
Okay. Guava, mangoes, sugar apple, apples, and loquats, Asian pear, Suriname cherry.
I'm gonna go shopping in her backyard. We go back down to Florida. We're
All right.
stopping at Kathy's.
All right, so for what it's worth, let me just make a comment that this entire first paragraph I find difficult to read. And I'm sure that I'm not alone in that. So I would tend to separate some of that out. I'm not saying to take any of it out, but I'm trying to make it so that people that aren't gifted with the exotic names of all of the,
Horticulture.
if you can't say it or spell it. Anyway, I would be inclined to state something to the effect of,
You already have one of those.
in my backyard I grow a
You
number of
never
rare fruits such as, and then
You have one
assemble
of those.
this entire list.
They send it.
Okay.
They send it to
I live on the east coast of Florida, close to Kennedy Space Center. I've lived here all my life.
It's in there then.
And then I got all this.
Yeah.
We must have been very close to her place.
I told Hank you were going to steal it from me. Yes, I already got chewed out that we didn't stop.
I raise quail, rabbits, chickens, parrots, cockatiels, and kids. Now, is that the human kids, or is that the goat kids, or is that...
Can it be both? Basically the same thing. I mean, you have to feed us animals, so.
Do you go back?
You can if you're really mad, like.
Okay, I truly love to fish. We can fish year-round. I even clean my own fish. My son has his
Stole
own
my hat.
chartering business, and I can go out with him. I have caught some very big fish with him. I love the Lord and try to serve him in what I do. Come and join me on my journey to recovery from heart attack and cancer. I'm not an expert on the things you see on my channel. I just enjoy sharing what and how I do things. I'm learning new things along the way, and maybe you can too. Kathy, the only suggestion I have here
Grandkids, yep. 2 of them are here tonight, Kathy.
is you could, if, all right, let me ask you this. If you have a schedule to upload videos, you know, if you are planning to upload a video, say, every week, are you going to plan to upload a video every Saturday? I would consider putting that in here, just so people would know when to expect to see something new to come back and look at.
But then you're held to it.
Well, if you, and that's why I asked about scheduling. But if you you could always say, I'm going to try to upload weekly. I'm going to try to upload weekly. I'm going to try to. You'll expect to see a couple new videos a month. You don't have to put down definite dates. Grandkids.
Do not like my headphones.
All right, I got to see where your link is here because your link just has your name on it.
Are those yours or mine?
And
Yeah, 'cause I didn't think I
guess
saw
what? That appears to be a bad link. So, Kathy, I'm not sure what's wrong with your link here, but it's trying to take you to a Facebook page and it's not getting there. So there's something wrong here in your link.
Actually, for 3 months now.
Playlists. Got a couple?
So they're mine now.
Should she put her live show?
Should she put her...
Should she mention her live stream? She has a weekly live stream.
You could do that if that's something you do every week.
Yeah, she has a weekly live stream.
Yeah, by all means. Yeah, you could do that. Okay, I'm glancing at your playlist here, so I'm going to look at your fruit trees first. And
Just like Papa do.
you do have a description here, but it's pretty shallow. There's not a lot of substance in this little short description. So let me go to a different playlist.
Okay. Trigger's on keyboard. It's all up to you now.
Oh no, you left too much control of me.
And again, you have minimal description, and I know you can do better than that. You have a lot of playlists with just a couple videos in it. So my question to you is, do you have plans on these playlists to build them out?
You're
Or-
not interacting.
What was the reason for
Am I supposed to?
what was the reason for creating so many different playlists?
Yeah. I don't like it.
Keep in mind, Celia, everything that you are uttering is going
That's what I just told you.
Yeah, she
out.
just told me that.
All right. Let's go look at your videos. All right, just in scrolling down through your videos, you're kind of all over the place with your thumbnails.
Thank you, Gemini Homestead.
So on your thumbnails, I like what you've done as far as outlining text letters where you've put text on them. Makes them easier to read. So that's a big plus.
She says yes, but some I don't know where to add them. We're going to interact or not? Well, get up.
Yay.
Okay. Keep in mind what I said. You can always go back in it and you can always edit a thumbnail. You can always go back later.
Like a script.
Your
Cecilia's
live
is
streams, these are all done with the Go Live Now feature in YouTube. Similar to utilizing a phone. This may have been done from a phone, I don't know. Where you press the button and you say, go live, and then it says, smile. You're on candid camera, we're taking your picture for the live stream. And that's pretty much what you've done here. And that's fine, because that was the live stream. But now what you can do is you can go clean up. You can make a thumbnail that's pertinent to the subject at hand that you had on that live stream. If you had something you talked about on the live stream. So if you talked about dragon fruit on the live stream, you could
What, this?
you could now go in later and enhance that, and you could change the title. You could put in a thumbnail. You could certainly indicate that it was live. There's so many things you could do, but you could dress that up and just make it more attractive to come back in and click on it at a later time. On your homepage. All right, here's what you've done. You have added a container called Create a Playlist and just kind of dumped it up here. And you left the uploads alone. So the Create a Playlist does not have all your playlists in because it can't hold them all. So your uploads, that's the default. I would come in here. First thing, I would create a channel trailer, 1.5 to 3 minutes in length. Talks about your channel, what people can expect to see, so on and so forth, yada yada. Just that should be right here, up front and center. Then put in some individual playlists. And when I say individual playlists, I don't mean playlists that just have one video in. I mean playlists that have some substance. Now, there's nothing wrong with creating a playlist and only having one video in it, provided you are planning to, in the very near future, adding more videos. Uploads container, for the amount of videos that you have, you probably don't need this. But if you want to leave it here, I'd just leave it hang around the bottom of the page. So there you go. You can enhance your banner a little bit. You can definitely add some verbiage to your description in your playlist. You have descriptions, but they're pretty lightweight. They're pretty lightweight. So Sherry, if you want to talk to the folks here for a minute, I have to read.
Well, it's 8:59.
Oh, it's 8:59.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm being told it's time to quit, and it really is, folks, because
We have things tonight. We have things to do.
we have lots of things to do tonight. I have to pack up a lot of this stuff and get it out through the rain into the truck
Jeez, yeah.
and go on to get some sleep and get up early in the morning.
Yeah, we're going to have to get up early because we're meeting Cynthia no later than 8 a.m.
Yeah, because we are heading for Kentucky in the morning.
And hopefully it's not this windy.
Yeah, it's been crazy windy here today.
Yeah.
And it's been very wet. I didn't realize how much rain we got until
Thank you, Jessica.
till
I'll
it
chat with
went
you
out.
later. She had a bad afternoon. Let's just put it that way.
So
Hope you all have a wonderful weekend. We have hopefully have a great live stream Monday night. Juliet Miranda. We will put out the promo yet this weekend.
maybe even tonight, I don't know.
Yeah. Daryl will have the live stream going all day long at the harvest celebration in Kentucky.
Provided we have enough single there.
Well, we're supposed to. That's
We're
what I've
supposed to.
heard. We're supposed to. And Jessica wants to make sure that if I do slap Nathan, that it's on video. On Polished Gardens. Can't wait to meet up with you. We will, Mimsy. We should, knock on wood. We should probably be at Stivers no later than 2 p.m. tomorrow. I mean, technically it's only a 4-hour drive, so
Not pulling trailer.
that's what I'm saying. By 2 p.m. we should be there if we leave here at 8.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, everyone have a great weekend. We'll either see you on one of the live streams or whatever, and if not, we'll see you Monday night.
And keep in mind, if you would, the links down below. And folks, check out the Thrive Life. Take a few minutes and check that out. It's a great product. We're getting into the off season here. You're going to be losing the fresh vegetables if you didn't get a chance to get all your stuff canned up here this summer. Or
Plus, you can sign up for it. You don't have to order it yourself. You can sign up, get yourself a link, and then you can advertise that, and then you will also get paid.
absolutely.
Just a tidbit there.
So you can look at it from a business standpoint, or you can look at it from a personal standpoint.
You're right, Brenda. And he does have one. I hope you're feeling well enough, Francine. I will chat with you in the morning. You take care of yourself. Oh, Nathan, don't even say that. I got 2 granddaughters, and I know Temper will help me. Hey, Merlin Music Channel, we're just leaving, dear. Raven's Nature, that's the one. Cynthia, she's the one. No, that's not who I'm thinking of. Yeah, we will see you tomorrow evening, probably. See y'all later.
All right.
Night.
Everybody take care. Thanks for stopping. Good night.